Today I will present the Mayekawa case study and explain how its innovation and organization should help the company achieve the long-term success. And then this is our member breakout. Mayekawa started as a small refrigeration company, but later it grew into a large industry group. Its success mainly comes from its unique structure of small automation unit. Then introduction, after the Japanese bubble economy collapsed, many companies struggled. Instead of focusing only on the cost-cutting, Mayekawa restored its organization to remain innovation and competitive. And then is the organization innovation attribute. Mayekawa innovation is supported by the customer focus, employer empowerment, and strong engineering ability.
So now we will look at the technology acquisition part. For infrastructure, Mayekawa technology acquisition is shaped by how the company is structured. First, Mayekawa is decentralized. Instead of one big central office making every decision, the company is organized into many small, legally independent units called depots. Each depot is closely linked to a specific customer or market. So they are very close to real problems in the field. Because of that, technology acquisition is unit based. In other words, new technology doesn't only come from the headquarters. It depends a lot on each depot's practical capability because some depots handle production and sometimes even do the R&D work. Next, Mayekawa is also highly dispersed. In 1993, they had around 100 depots and 13 plants located in Japan and overseas. So, infrastructure here doesn't just mean machine or factories. It also means the ability to coordinate and share knowledge across many locations. But decentralization also brings risk. People worry that R&D might stagnate, communication could weaken, and depots might split away from the wider organization. So how do they manage it? Mayekawa used an integration mechanism called the depot block Gensha network. The blocks help depot exchange information, support each other, and stay connected to the group. And Gensha, which is the headquarters, acts more like a support center. It provides long-term R&D support, funding, PR support, and help to solve problems that are too big for one unit. Headquarters also run a computer network and functions like a bank to support depot startup. So overall, their infrastructure support technology acquisition by balancing local autonomy with group-wide support and coordination.
2.2 is policy. The policy is based on the depot-based autonomy, decentralized decision making, which allowing the branch office high autonomy in technology selection and implementation. The 2 is the long-term evaluation criteria. Technology investment are evaluated based on the long-term operational value rather than the short-term innovation gain. The 3rd is the strict regulation and policy. Technology that fail meet the safety certification, environment regulation, or the reliability standard are postponed, modified, and rejected. Next in the strategy are the limited knowledge diffusion. The weak cooperated between the module confine the technical knowledge with the individual unit. It reduces the Mayekawa blending effectively and slow the innovation dissemination. The slow adoption of the emerging technology because will reduce the operational and legal risk, also delay the adoption of the new or experimental technology that require track or pace implementation. The decentralization structure which make it difficult for Mayekawa to ensure that the local technology decisions are aligned with the good long-term strategy. 3.3 is human resource. The cultural management of the Mayekawa is using the depot system. Depot system encouragement multi-skilled employee and on-the-job learning to the trade and elo. It is the strong culture of precision engineering, fast safety, and liability support high-quality outcome. The Mayekawa use the diversity workforce of the engineering, technical, and operator. The risk and the challenge in the Mayekawa human resource was the informal training method. By using the method on the job or the trade and elo learning may result in increased the operational and safety risk. The 2 is the leadership communication gap. Limited the communication for the leader of the new technology value may reduce the employee motivation and execution. The 3rd is the cultural resistance. The employee may question traffic adopting the new technology. This can solve the innovation and the technology equation of the Mayekawa. The 4th is the dependent of the key expert. If the experts are unavailable, it may solve the technology scaling across the Mayekawa.
Now, we will look at the technical issues. The main point is that Mayekawa's technology is not simply like buy and install. Their solution must work in the customer's real operating environment, which means they often need system-level problem solving, not just delivering the machine. Mayekawa also does not compete mainly on hardware or price. Instead, depots collaborate closely with customers to define and solve the problems. And sometimes they go beyond what the customer first thought the problem was. Because of that, technology adoption becomes more complex. It requires deep understanding of customers' process and learning by doing. That's why implementation is usually iterative. They test, redesign, and refine until the solution becomes stable and actually works in the full system. A good example is the bakery case. The work started with controlling the climate in just one room, but it took about 1 year of exploration before the customer realized the solution should cover the whole process, like from raw material all the way to consumption. This improved quality, reduced waste, and lower total energy cost. Another technical issue is the people and knowledge constraint. Mayekawa's work needs broad expertise, and the case suggests a new employee may take around 10 years before becoming fully productive. That shows a big dependency on tacit knowledge, meaning experience-based know-how that's hard to write down. Finally, Mayekawa communication style also matters. They prefer short written communication and rely heavily on human judgment and networks. This helps speed and flexibility, but it can make consistent alignment harder when many dopos must apply complex knowledge the same way. So, overall, Mayekawa's technical challenge is that the adoption takes time because it depends on real-world experimentation, deep expertise, and knowledge sharing across many units.
We go to the 4.0 about explanation for lesson other organization. Firstly, autonomous and decentralized unit, which is small independent teams, which is 10 to 20 people, increase the agility, faster decision making, and better response to local market needs. Second is about the strategic technology alignment. Technology adoption should align with organizational goals such as efficiency, cost reduction, service quality, and competitive advantage. Third is about strong leadership support. Active top management support is very essential to drive innovation, allocate resource, and guide successfully implementation. Fourth is about the employee engagement and skill development. Early employee involved proper training and continuous learning reduce resistance and improve system adoption. Fifth is about effective change and culture management. A culture that support creativity, experimentation, and open communication help manage to resistance and ensure the innovation is seen as an opportunity. We go to the conclusion. The Mayekawa case shows that innovation, creativity, and management style can create a sustainable competitive advantage even in difficult economic conditions. The Dopo system of small autonomous unit enables flexibility, customer focus, innovation, and fast decision making. Third is about the decentralized decision making. Strong customer involvement and skilled engineering talent support continuous innovation. Fourth is about the innovation success is driven not only by advanced technology but also by organizational structure, culture, leadership, and human capability. Lastly, about the organization that balance autonomy, coordination, employee involvement, and strategic technology alignment are more likely to achieve long-term success. That's all from our group. Thank you very much.